So is there any smoking gun that you can point to? Like if you could send me a video that I could put on our website that would...
Go on to moonmovie.com, right? And, moonhoax.us, and you'll see the link where it says Flagging the Gems. That was my documentary about the Apollo 10 footage. See, before the Apollo 11 crew, that's Neil Armstrong's flight, before he went up, they had a mission called Apollo 10, in which they'd fly around the moon with their lunar module. They just, do some flights with the lunar module without actually landing it, and then they come back to Earth. This was Apollo 10. Now, I've got the footage from after Bart Sabro received his Apollo 11 footage. There was a company led by Mark Gray, called Spacecraft Films. He began selling the Apollo footage, as complete and unedited. And now NASA, they have the official audio transcripts on their internet, on their website. And so I ordered this DVD, put it in my machine, and I started watching it and comparing it with the transcript. And as I'm watching this telecast, this live telecast, suddenly the camera would cut from one angle to another.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know, it would cut from one angle to another, and they're still talking.
That means they'd have to have two cameras.
But they didn't have two cameras, they just had the one camera. One camera hooked up to the television signal, to the transmitter, I should say, and suddenly it starts cutting from one angle to another while they're still talking, which means the audio is continuous, but the videos are all over the place, cutting from one angle to another. And also, another thing is that whenever we'd see the Earth viewed from a distance, viewed out the window or whatever, the camera would cut or black out before we see the astronauts inside the capsule. Another thing, that's something fishy too there. And so basically what they did was that they filmed these videos of Earth in advance, and then they just compile them all together, right, on Earth. They film them on Earth, edit together, and then broadcast them with the Ground Square Communications dubbing the video, regardless of the edits.
Okay. Now, is that a YouTube video that I could put on the... it
was on YouTube, but now it's on livevideo.com. You can get it off
US.
Yeah. I'll just explain to you why it's on livevideo.com. There's another thing that's suspicious about this Apollo 10 DVD set. Right? Now, during, say, the 47-hour telecast, 47-hour means like 47 hours into the flight. In the telecast, they filmed 47 hours into the flight. I was comparing this with the transcript they released, and what do you know? There were pieces of video footage missing in this complete DVD set.
So they were getting kind of shady with it all.
Yeah, pretty much. Mark Gray, the head of Spacecraft Films, he was excluding portions of existing footage. We know this footage exists because the guys down at Houston have confirmed, oh yes, we're receiving this video, we've got it.
That's because they were videotaping UFOs and they didn't want anybody to see it.
Now, we don't have much time. We have only a couple more minutes. But
okay. What exactly? The whole fact of the matter is that this footage was excluded on the Spacecraft Films DVD set. Mark Gray is selling it as complete. I made Flagging the Gems, and what's he do? He flags copyright infringement against it.
For public,
even though the
footage
is public domain.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. So, now what was on this footage, if in brief?
Well, basically, it's various footage of the crew inside, floating around inside their spacecraft. Other shots of the Earth, but there'd be camera cuts all over the place, which cannot happen if it's a live broadcast.
Like it was edited.
Unless it was pretty much everything was edited on the telecast before NASA released the thing.
Huh. Okay.
Well, Jared, we do have to wrap it up now. We got your moonhoax.us. and your YouTube channel, direct link on our website, whispersradio.com.
And if you can send me a link to the book, the NASA Moon to America, I tried my best to find one.
You can buy it off www.ralphrene.com.
Okay, I'll put that up there because I know that was one you wanted me to the link to. So I'll have that up there when I get home. So, okay.
Hey, Jared, thank you very much for joining us today.
Before I go, I got something I want to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to give a big shout out to the two members of my studio, Mark Iron and Tim Darby. They are both living proof that believers and disbelievers in the Apollo landings can live in peace.
Very good. That's great.
Thank you very much.
You have a good night, or good day for you. Yeah, well, we're almost at 9 at night now. So,
thank you very much, Jared.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Lola. We'll go to you first. Now,
he makes me really tired.
Why? He is an energetic guy.
So fast.
He's an energetic guy. So now, did he sway you? No, I'll say right off that I don't know if I believe the.
I want to see all the videos.
I do want to see the videos. That's probably something I'm going to be going and.
If we can put a link, like, listen, if we can make a page on our website that has all the links. Yeah, I've been fighting it like crazy. You should have heard me the other day. I was squeaking like I was hitting puberty.
You can hear him on our website. We have a video or an audio thing we did. Because we're going to start doing another podcast on the side, telling the news, and of course Jordan comes over.
Hey guys!
Yeah, he sounds like he's going through puberty. And
real quick before we get in that, can we make a page where we like post up these videos and just put a link to it?
Yeah, I can.
Right here to make it easy for everybody to check it out.
Yeah, I'll do my once I get home. See, this is going to be harder for us to do because Jordan and I have destroyed our laptops.
Yeah, both of our computers are gone right now.
Jordan's drowned his in Coca-Cola.
Oh,
me, I did at least something technical and was trying to fix a motherboard problem and they said to flash the BIOS because that's the problem. I flashed it. It burned. It was a flash fire. I mean, it was horrible, and we should have a moment of silence for that, but we won't. But
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't either. I just smile and nod like he does.
Just a moment of silence for the death of our computers. I'm going to go burn mine in the Ohio River.
All right.
If I can do that. Yeah, okay. Channel the spirit of my computer.
All right. As Nick was talking about podcasts, we're at a new aspect to our show. On Mondays and Fridays, we will be giving you paranormal news.
That's just off of our site, not here at the station.
It'll be on our own thing, so you can catch out, the best news and interviews of what's going on paranormal world on Whispers Radio on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
WhispersRadio.com. Now,
you guys are just getting so.
This might be delayed a little bit while we try to figure out. We are full of ourselves. I look in the mirror every day and be like, look at you. You're a handsome guy.
Look at you. Yeah.
And then I look at the mirror and I'm like, never mind, I'm not. I've got a face for radio. But do you believe we went to the moon? Yes or no?
Yes, I think we did.
Do you think
I don't know what he's talking about with these radiation belts.
Well, I can see what he's saying. I do know that is an actual. I was reading Bad Astronomy. That's Phil Plate's website. He said that we go. That his defense against that is sorry, I went away from the microphone. That we go through the belt so fast that there's no lasting effect. And
kind of like if you run your hand really quick through fire.
Yeah, and that's what he's saying. That we travel through it so fast. And and I can see maybe both sides a little bit, and I'd have to read about it more because it's a big idea.
We'll call Stan Friedman up, see what he.
Stan Friedman, we should get him on the air. Like, tell us about that, and we just let him go, and we'll
next week we'll have.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to look at the videos. Some of the videos. Now, one of the theories, and I wish I'd had a chance to ask him, is I've heard that we went to the moon, but we also videotaped it here. Because
as a backup, I heard that too.
Yeah, and I've heard that one, and that one might be easier to believe, but I don't know if Jordan. Yes, no.
I'm a warm-blooded American. I think that we went to the moon. I want to trust, but I want to see those videos real bad to sway me. I like a good conspiracy theory.
Me too. We should get the JFK people.
All right, Nikki, what about you, Nick?
I might lean more towards, like I said, that we went. But we faked the actual video footage, and I think that But then it's kind of wishy-washy, and I don't want to. I want to see the videos. Me and Jordan are going to get some popcorn, watch the videos.
Who we got next week, Nick?
Next week we have Sherry Break Rico.
We're going to have local. We're going to talk about the pen.
The pen.
She called me. We were canceled. We could not go into the pen. And Lola's going, shoo!
I really wanted to go.
She was scared half to death of going into a dark place.
The pen double booked that night.
So, man. So do we have a date?
We are going.
Not yet. I asked her when we could redo that, but Sherry's going to be sharing just some history on the pen, some of the paranormal goings on here in the pen in Moundsville.
And we want your stories. You can call in, and we have some more stuff to give away if you call us with a story next week about the pen. So we got some movie tickets, I think, and some other stuff that I don't know.
And see, it's going to be cold this weekend, too. That's all week, last weekend. I was just thinking, oh, my goodness. And my sister kept saying, you better wear thermals and you better wear boots and you better...
I was going in shorts and a T-shirt.
You were not.
We'll get you in there, Lola.
Well, yeah,
no worries. We're taking you on a ghost hunt.
I think we're going to try to plan something next year, and we've talked to John about it a couple of times, that we're going to try to plan and try to get everybody from here that's not a chicken. So
the Kersagas brothers.
The Kersagas brothers. Drag the Kersagas brothers.
Couldn't get them. There isn't enough people here to pick them up and carry them in there. They'd be squealing like little boys. Their little feet would be going trying to run away.
Jordan be right behind them. Videotaping them. Yeah.
Oh man, I was honestly though. I showed my family when they were here. I put that special, the Ghost Adventure. Yeah. And they're just looking at me like, you are out of your mind.
Oh, those people jumped at everything. I swear. It was,
part of that was for camera.
Nick jumps at everything. So
I do not. I jump back and I get into a defensive position. And they're like, come and get me, Ghosty.
Like this.
I walk through and go, here, Ghosty, Ghosty, Ghosty.
Well, I wouldn't have been so bold as to say the nasty things that guy was saying, too.
Yeah, he was getting, don't tempt the evil spirits.
Get back in your cell.
And that's what my sister was saying. It's one thing for ghosts. It's another thing for really evil.
Well, I mean, you look at what they did. Those are murderers.
Yeah, I'm gonna tick off a murderer, and then he's gonna follow me.
First thing he does, he walks in and says, "I'm the new warden." I'm thinking, "Oh, dude, you're dead."
Yeah, I was hoping something really bad would happen to them.
I wanted to see
arrogant
videotaped proof of him getting lifted into the air and be like, "I believe."
The place is scary enough when there's 40 people in there and it's dark.
Yeah.
If you were walking around really by yourself. Oh. Those guys, because they didn't have flashlights or anything, they were just going off the lights off the camera.
Mm-hmm.
The infrared
LED,
lighting.
Yeah.
He was running into walls. I wouldn't do that. I get creeped out if I don't have my bedroom light on when I turn off my TV to walk to the bath.
Well, see, Jordan was in. No, if I remember
these are the guys that were going to protect me.
Jordan was in North Hall. Didn't you have the recorder turned off beside you?
Yeah, I thought I was going to be a big man, so I turned off all my equipment that had lights, and I started walking. It's the area in the cells where it was all caged.
It was Red Snyder's cell. It had Aryan Brotherhood written on the wall, and here goes.
So I'm a man. So I turn off all my lights and I start walking down, and all my meters start going off halfway down the hallway. And
this is a separate incident. You went and sat in Red Snyder's cell, and you're like, "Come on, Red," and you're all talking big and bad. The recorder turned off beside of him. And so
they just don't do that.
No, I wouldn't.
And I had it going, and Nick goes to check, and he's like, the recorder's off, and I'm like, what?
So Jordan learned a lot that first time.
And right after that's when I went taking off down the hallway, and all my meters went off, and I turned around and went, Nick, and I started running
Jordan
back.
is a firm believer in the buddy system now. So.
That's why I tell people, don't go anywhere alone. You just never know.
You guys are too funny.
We're crazy.
Yes, you are. All right. Well, it is time, young man.
We're overtime. So.
All right. Till next week, everybody. Remember, don't be afraid, only believe.